TV guest question number 14. What are 10 plus 1 ways TV people find TV guests for their TV shows? Well, while it seems like some of these questions overlap, it's important to dissect each one of them and dive deeper into their answers. When you do this, you start to get a global view of all things related to you getting on TV as a TV guest. For example, we talked about why people are asked to be guests on TV shows. But now this question talks about where do talk show hosts, producers, and those in charge of making the decisions as to who gets invited onto the TV shows? Well, where do they look when finding guests for their shows? Well, here are 10 plus 1 ways and places they look. Number 1, other talk shows. This one was easy, wasn't it? Get on one TV show, and other TV show hosts might see you and ask you to be on their TV show. It happens. Number 2, radio shows that they listen to. Hey, I heard your interview on X radio show and thought you'd be the perfect guest for my TV show. Would you like to come on? Number 3, articles published in major newspapers, magazines, both online and offline. Get seen and heard to potentially be a guest on TV. Because if somebody in the TV show world read this really great article and it was written by you, well, they might want to check you out and follow you to your social media channels, YouTube, Instagram, maybe your website, maybe your tvguest.com profile listing. That's when the whole world opens up to them about you and they just discover this amazing future TV guest for their show. So be publishing articles all the time on the major websites, newspapers, magazines, news websites, etc. Number 4, publicity agencies, speaker bureaus, website directories, and publications that showcase the profiles of experts. So reporters and show hosts and producers can quickly find the perfect TV guest for their TV show. Number 5, referrals from friends in the industry and other talk shows. Hey, you should have Bart on your show. He was really a great guest, a lot of fun. The audience loved him. Or, hey, who do you recommend that I have on my show next week? I need guests. Had any great guests lately? Oh, yeah. Last week, I had this guy named Bart. He was amazing. He was there to cook his amazing something out of his cookbook, whatever it is. The point is, TV people talk to each other, and they make referrals to each other in the industry about who should be on your show. And hey, I'm going to recommend you to this show over here. And you know how it goes. Good stuff. Number 6, in the news. I'm reaching out to you because I saw you in the news and I wanted you to share your story with my audience on my show. Would you like to come on my show? Number 7, networking events. You might try finding networking events where TV people circulate. You never know when you'll bump into someone who meets you, likes you, and invites you onto their TV show. It happens if you're in the right place at the right event and you're a good networker. What's more, always have your books with you. Did you write a book? You better. You haven't written a book? You should. Go to reallyfastbooks.com. But still, bring your books with you. Because if you meet someone in the TV industry and you're talking to them and they have a show, give them a book. Let them take you home with them. Let them read your book over the weekend, over the night. And then, of course, you both exchanged contact information, of course. They just might give you a call. Hey, Bart, I read your book over the weekend. I was really impressed. I definitely want to have you on my show. Number 8, TV industry events, charities, parties, and other social functions. It's time to put your dancing shoes on. Similar to networking events, these are events that you might try to get invited to, even if you have to pay a door fee. So you can meet people who work in a variety of TV-related and other entertainment industries. If there's one thing I heard about working in the entertainment industry, it's who do you know and who can execute a good idea that makes things happen in Hollywood. Who you know and get to know is just as important as you preparing to be a TV guest, reviewing, role-playing, exposing and pitching what you've got. That's right. Number 9, summits, seminars, and casting calls. Here's where folks from the media might go to find new people to interview. These folks who work in the media, they come to a single event, they sit at a table, and you show up to pitch your expertise, your story idea, etc., in the hopes that you might get selected to be interviewed on one of their shows. You should always be looking out for summits and seminars that cater to this kind of activity, because it is a great way to meet those who work in the media and bam, tell your story. Somebody might say, oh, I love this. This is great. I'm so glad to meet you today. Now, there may be a door fee at these events that might range anywhere from $100 to $500 to maybe $1,000. But is it worth it? Yeah, because if you go and you pitch your idea to 15, maybe 20, I'm just thinking out loud, people who work in the industry, and just 1 or 2 people say, I definitely want to interview on my show. My show has an audience, listening base or watching, viewer base of 250,000 people or 500,000 or 1 million. It's definitely worth it. Number 10, friendships. Find work in the TV industry. Make friends and ask around. Hey, I've got something, a book, a widget, a story, expertise that I think might be great for your show. Would you like to entertain the idea of our doing a show together? I could come on, talk about XYZ, and your audience will love it. And number 11, tvguest.com. Yes, here's an easy to remember website TV show folks will turn to in order to find TV guests for their shows. All you need to do is get your own directory profile listing, and you're practically set to get in front of them and consider you as a guest on their TV show. So check that out, tvguest.com. And that kind of sums up the 10 plus 1 ways TV people find TV guests for their TV shows. Which one do you think you could take advantage of? 1, 2, maybe 3 of them? How about all of them? I want to take advantage of all these 10 plus 1 opportunities to expose myself to potential TV people or personnel that work in the TV show industry, that they might say, Bart, it was so great running into you at this networking event, or a friend of mine referred me to you, or I saw you on another talk show, or I saw you at this charity or this party. It was really great meeting you, and I checked out your books. I read your book over the weekend, and I can't wait to have you on my show. Okay, I think you get the idea. Get out there. Be everywhere. Be as many places as you can. Be seen, be heard, be found. Be all that you... Okay, never mind. Let's go. Next question.